Hey guys, I'm back, and it's something a little bit different this time. Instead of a pocket planner, this is definitely larger than a pocket, and we also have coils. So I am super excited to get into this. I'm not going to talk a lot, I'm just going to jump straight in. This is the Unplanned, the Planner for Non-Planners 2019 planner. That was a lot of use of the word planner. And it's by a company called Paisley Paper Co. They are on Instagram, they're on Facebook. She sells, if you're in Detroit, you can always find her at different events here. And even the back says Paisley Paper Co., hand lettering and design, made with love in Detroit. And I am a Detroit girl myself, so I definitely had to get this planner and show her and this planner some love. Yeah. 2019 Unplanned, the planner for non-planners. If you're watching my video, you are probably a planner or thinking about becoming a planner or have been a planner. Something about the word plan grabbed your attention, and it seems counterintuitive to say that this is a planner for non-planners when most of us are planners. I wish I was getting paid like $2 each time I said that word. I'd be rich by now. But I think this is absolutely awesome. I like that it's a little bit different, even though it's very familiar. We're going to jump straight in. When you first open it, you do get a nice pocket on the inside. There's not a lot of fool-la-la. You jump straight in. So we're right into January. And, oh, let me go back. There are two versions of this planner. This is the gradient. And I apologize for what you see on this cover. I was hungry, and I'm not even going to fib to you. I got stuff on my hands and then I started touching it. So I apologize. But there are two versions. This is the gradient. And the gradient goes from a dark purple, almost black, to this really pretty orange. The other, I'm going to get the name confused, but I think it's confetti. But it's a little bit busier. It's like little streamers. I will try and put a link because I'm really getting better at using the description box. I'll try and put a link so you can see all of them. But it is two designs, and you can always find it on Paisley Paper Co. on Instagram and see the two designs. But this is the gradient. And not only is the cover gradient, when we start opening it and we look at our tabs, because it is tabbed for January to December, they're gradient in color as well. So we do have our pocket. We get straight to January. And each month has a really nice quote. January is expect nothing, live frugally on surprise. And this is a quote by Alice Walker. And you'll notice the back of the page is not just plain white, it actually says the word surprise. And throughout the planner, you'll notice at the beginning of each month you get this, and these are really pretty. Like, I would actually cut some of these and frame them and use them for other things. So I may buy another one of these because these will make pretty dashboards in some of my pockets. And I did mention to the young lady who has Paisley Paper Co. when it's kind of her, well, what's next? Start making these as printables or sell them as dashboards because I think they're awesome. When we go into January, on your first page, you have a 2019 January quick view, which is your month. And this isn't where you write things out. This is just a quick overview of your month. You have a little writing prompt here, which is one of the things that I really enjoy. It's a thought prompt. I won't even say it's a writing prompt. It's a thought prompt. And this is one of the things I really enjoy about this whole planner is how much thought went into these prompts, these thoughts, these quotes, because there are 12 million of them all throughout here, and I'll show you where they are. And I've gone through about 90% of the planner and nothing repeats. And you all are getting to hear, I live right by the clock tower that's in my area. So you get to hear my clock tower toll, for whom the bell tolls. But you get things I absolutely positively have to do this month. Or else, what is the new year even for? And you have lines to write there. You get January 2019 notes, which is line. We're going to go on to our first page. And you get your month view, and it's a month on 2 pages. Really nice size boxes, space for notes and reminders. One thing about this, and this can be a pro or con for you. It's a pro for me. Well, it's neutral to a pro because it doesn't bother me at all. And I think her replacement is a great idea. It is dated, but you do not have your national holidays. The calendar doesn't include those. But what it does is each month It's kind of just a random day that there is like a made-up holiday, an unplanned holiday. So about halfway through the month of January on the 17th, it's what resolution and get back on track day. I love that. And it's space for you down here. What would surprise you the most this month? The next page we get to is when we start our weeks. So for week 1 of January, you get space for notes and doodles. So this is lined. And it's a really faint line, which I enjoy because you could decorate this however you want. If you're a decorator, if you're a decorative planner, I'm kind of more just pen to paper, but there's lined here and then there's blank space here. You also get your week 1 weekly goals, which you have check boxes for each of those, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you could think about a goal a day, and you get blank space here. And then you get into your week, and it's a Monday start. I am a Sunday starter, so this is going to be interesting for me. I've always been a Sunday starter. So this transition, I'm going to try this out with Monday start. But you get Monday through Friday and your weekend on a page, along with the space of things to do for your week and things to don't. This is one of my favorite things about this unplanned concept is we spend so much time as planners thinking of this is what I have to do this week, this is what I have to do this week, really pushing forth with all the things that we have to do, that we never think about, maybe even just for self-care reasons, some things that we don't have to do or we shouldn't be doing. So we have a things to don't, and each week is an example of some things to don't. So for this week, it's overthink it, just don't do it. And then we go into week 2, you have your notes and your doodles, your weekly goals lined in your blank space, your Monday through Friday, your weekend, your things to do, your things to don't for January. Example, check Facebook 1,454,234 times a day. I only do that if I'm stalking the buy-sell trades or if there's like a new release that day. Other than that, I try and stay off social media as much as I can. Then we get into week 3. Same setup, and it is all color coordinated. So all things January have this really nice broad header at the top. Monday to Friday, weekend, things to do are things to don't for this week. Don't binge watch Netflix every weekend. Week 4, things to don't, relive that one mistake from 3 years ago. In week 5, don't come to work while you're sick, take a day off. And at the end of each month, you have a recap page. So you can recap some of your highlights and lowlights. Yeah, highlights and low points for that month. Whatever it is you want to recap, you have a recap page. And then we're into February, and love is an involuntary gift that manifests unplanned. And back behind this one, which I think is really pretty, it says just unplanned, kind of in a shadow. What's February? It's the perfect time to really start those New Year's resolutions. January 1st was merely a suggestion. And once again, same, month on 2 pages. For February, your prompt is what are 3 things you'd love not to do this month? And your holiday for February is the 13th, which is love yourself today and tomorrow. Happy Self-Love Day. And then our setup is exactly the same. Your week 1 with your notes and doodles, weekly goals, blank space, and then your Monday to Friday weekend. What are some things to don't in February? Don't try to be perfect. I hate to tell you like this, but you're not. I love it. It's a little tough love. We need that sometimes. Things to don't, ignore your body's frantic calls for rest, which is super important. Things to don't forget to check on your BFF. And lastly, for February, things to don't, give and give. It's okay to get help too. And we end with our recap. So each month is set up exactly the same. So April, surprise is the mother of panic. All of these are so pretty. Let it be wild and unplanned for May. I'm gonna jump, I'm an August baby, so we're gonna jump to August because we're really trying to see. Like I said, I've made it through the planner and I haven't seen any of those quotes or prompts repeating. So for August, over planning kills magic. We're in this really darkest shade of red. Summer is winding down. What's left to do before fall begins? Bonus points for more of whatever you love to do. it will look. My August is what new and exciting things are you planning for this month? And then we're going to go a little bit further in. Things to don't. Don't take selfies in bad lighting. Just don't do it. This is meant for me. I don't take selfies in good lighting. I just try not to take selfies. I don't take good pictures. Let's see what else. Things to don't. Don't deprive yourself of a good night's sleep. Don't be too nice. Speak up. Don't make problems bigger than they are. So that's August, and then my August recap. Now, this is just funny to me, and I won't call it an inside joke, but I absolutely love this September one. Everything always works out right for me, always. So the young lady who is behind Paisley Paper Co., I follow her on Facebook. We're from the same city. We run in the same circles. And I love it whenever I go on her social media or social networks. And there's this acronym that she always has on there, which is EAWORFA. EAWORFA. Everything always works out right. And I love it. So now I have it in mind, and I want like a personalized one. Hers ends in A because that's the first letter of her first name. But it's just like a really good thing, and I love it. Seeing her business grow and seeing her kind of start and grow to this point, we know there's some hiccups. Anybody who's in business for themselves, anybody who just lives, we know that we come up against hiccups and things like that. And that's just a really great thing to always remember, is everything always works out right for me, always. And just, that is so comforting to me, because even when things don't seem like they're working out right at that moment, even if it seems like something really bad or miserable happens, I believe that whatever happens, happens for a purpose. And it may not be a good purpose, and it may not be a purpose we get to see right now, but in the long run, it works out the way that it was supposed to for whatever the desired outcome is. And we may not know it right then, but everything always works out right for me, always. And if we believe in, being able to speak things and thinking positive thoughts, that definitely is major to always try and keep as positive as we can. So just picking a random one. Things to don't respond to that old message from your ex, not worth it. And it goes through. Don't leave one episode left in your binge watch, follow through. And like I said, these don't repeat. So imagine the amount of time just went into thinking of these things to don't. It's really impressive to me. And you wrap up your year on December 31st. So it does not go into January. Your week 5 is a short week. It's literally 2 days in that week. So you get Monday the 30th, Tuesday the 31st of December 2019. You get your monthly recap, blank page, and you're back to your back cover. So that is your 2019 Unplanned, the planner for non-planners. And because I kind of am a planner, and because I am definitely a pocket planner when I'm a planner, I was really thinking about what I want to do with this. So I am welcome to your suggestions and your thoughts. I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to do with it, but I do want to hear yours, because I still have some months before 2019 kicks in, and it may change. But what I was thinking is, somehow or another, this is going to be my faith planner. And this is what I'm thinking. I'm torn between making it scripture writing or making it prayers. And that is simply because I really like the space for each day. Like, I could get a good scripture down in each of these spaces. And even though it's not meant at all to have anything to do with faith, looking at like all of these quotes and thoughts are things that I can apply to just my faith journey and how I'm growing as a Christian, and the type of woman that I want to become, and the type of life that I want to live. So I will be able to have my month, which is going to probably be a tracker for me, because I can just track off if I'm doing these, cross off, and keep track of it if I'm doing the things I want to do. Things I absolutely positively have to do this month. January, just general notes about faith. each one of these days, I think, is going to be a prayer focus or a person I'm praying for. And I'll just mark that here. Going into my notes and doodles, general notes. I tried Bible journaling. So I actually really am into Bible journaling. Thing about Bible journaling, I can't draw. It just is what it is. I am the worst Bible journaler because I am not artistic. I'm creative, but I'm not artistic. So notes and doodles may be a place that I use my stickers and just try and kind of decorate this page. One, maybe my big scripture of the month, and do that here. Weekly goals are things I'm going to be working on every day towards being the better person. Definitely here can be scriptures or prayers. I write my prayers out. So I'm thinking I could probably fit, my prayers are a little bit long. I could probably fit a prayer in here or a scripture. I will figure that out by the time January rolls around. Things I want to do and things I don't want to do. And as a Christian, like, that's super important. It's just a person of faith. I think that's super important. Is there are things that I know for me I need to stop doing. I always say whenever I'm praying that there are prayers of commission and prayers of omission. Forgive me for the things I've done and forgive me for the things that I did not do. So there's some things that I need to stop doing every week. And those will go in my things to don'ts. Yeah, and just keeping my goals. And like I said, that is not the idea or purpose behind this planner. This is a great planner if you honestly just want to use it as a planner. My work life doesn't require me to super duper plan. Like, literally, it's where I'm going each day or whatever days I have to work. And I don't get vacation time per se, so it's not even like, oh, I'm marking off my vacation days. I just work straight through. It's an academic year, so I just work. But yeah, I'm thinking this, even though it's not supposed to be for faith, it can be for you, whatever you want. And I think that's the great idea behind something being unplanned, is it's so open. It's not overly decorated. It's not overly busy. It does not have so much design that you can't make it your own. So I do appreciate that. And when I think of unplanned, and like I said, me using it for my faith journey, when I'm looking out my window now and I'm just in awe, because I think about how I plan my life, and there's always that joke that if you ever want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. I plan my life, but God has a plan for my life, and his plan for my life is so much greater, so much bigger than anything I could ever plan for myself. And I know at the end of the day, as much as I'm planning, I really want his plan. So my life is kind of unplanned by me, but it's planned by him. And it makes sense in my brain, so I'm hoping it's making sense to you. But one of the things I'm really going forth with in 2019 is to turn it all over to him. Is to definitely do the work. So don't think I'm just going to say, God, I'm just waiting on you to do it all. I'm planning on doing the work, but I'm not planning what is going to be my outcome anymore. I'm not saying by this date I need to have accomplished or be at this point in my life in order to be believed to be successful or to have accomplished something. I am just going into this unplanned and listening for him and waiting for him and going in his direction and doing the work that he has me to do. So my 2019 is really going to be unplanned. This is my word for the year. Thank you. This is going to be my word for the year. It's unplanned. And that's what I'm doing. I'm putting my plans to the side and I'm going on with him. So, I'm sorry. I got off the topic and went on a little bit of a tangent. Definitely apologize for that. But the purpose of this video is the Paisley Paper Co. 2019 Unplanned, the plan for non-planners. Like I said, you can find her on Instagram. I will drop a link to her Instagram and the site where you can order this if you're interested, which you should be because it's awesome, down in the description box. And I just thank you all for watching me go through another video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.